There is a brand new infinite power farm around in Legion Remix, and this one is claiming to be up to 500,000 infinite power per hour, and is an open world farm, so you don't have to simply spam Mythic Plus or abuse any exploits, kind of, and it's a decent farm. The farm was made, or at least the one that I'm following here, by Dalaran Gaming, and I'm going to test out this farm because I have a couple of things that I want to say. In the title, he says it's up to 500,000 per hour, but nowhere in the video does he actually track this. He never tries it out in a group and tracks it in the video as well. He shows the loot, so what I decided to do was to set myself up for this quest, try the farm myself, and see how good it actually can be based on the 500,000 per hour claim made in this video. So this right here is us trying out this farm in a full 5-man party, where we even have 2 or 3 really geared people, and me and the other DK not being that well geared, but also not simply brand new level 80s. My DK, for example, is a level 80 character with 625 item level, and 50 infinite knowledge, or like the limits unbound, so 50% versatility as well. So even the people that have a good gear here, they are about 150 to 200% versatility, which means they are pretty good gear, and we are farming mobs way more efficiently than, for example, Dalaran was in his video, and we are doing the exact same trick and trying out the farm, right, to see how much infinite knowledge or infinite power you are getting per hour in the farm. Now over here, I'm doing 2 things to show you guys how much power we are getting. You can see up here in the top left, you can see the loot we're getting per loot. So you can see the infinite power gains every time we loot something. And underneath my face camera, you can also see the infinite power per hour through a weak aura. So here you can see the power we have gotten so far, and the power per hour as well. I did reset this weak aura the exact moment we pulled the first mob, so this is just from farming. The power per hour we are getting from farming in this location. Now, I know some of you guys will be here just to find out where the farm is and try it out for yourself, so let me show you the location and then show you the setup, because it's not all about knowing the location here and then trying it out. So the location itself will be in Suramar, and you want to go all the way over to Moonguard Stronghold. If I give you a mark like right about here, that is where the farm is going to be happening, in Moonguard Stronghold. So go over here, but in order to get to the right face of the place, you need to be on a certain quest, or should I say, somebody in the group needs to be on a certain quest. The thing is, if one person in the group is on the quest needed, you can use party sync, which is like if you open up the map and right here when you're in a party, in the left right here, you can click a button to party sync, allowing everybody else in the party to get to the same quest that you are by party syncing them into your phase. Now that requires everybody to be on the same faction, so if you want to use the party sync, you have to have a full alliance team or a full horde team. So if you're doing that trick, either you want everybody in the group to be on the quest, or you want to put here, go into for raids and go for Suramar. And let me see if there's any farms here right now. Suramar HC farm. If I'm making a group and I want to use party sync, I would, for example, type this Suramar farm, and I would say alliance, or like in brackets like alliance, or even in the note or details just put alliance. That way you can easily party sync. So let's go back to the farm so you can see the farm itself happening, and let me talk more about the setup and the quest you need to be on. So the quest you want to be on for this farm is this one right here, Star Weaver's Fate. Now you basically have to go through a couple of quests to get to that quest as well. If you look on the right side here, you can see there's a couple of quests you will need to do, and to do those you also need to get into Suramar by starting the Suramar questline. Now if you are a brand new level 80 or you haven't done any Suramar things at all, getting to this quest takes you about 10 minutes, so it's not like you have to quest through hours to get to this place. It's a 10-minute questline to get here. Now the good thing about this being locked behind a certain quest and a certain phase related to that quest is that there will be a lot less competition for the farm itself. If you have been doing any open world farms so far, you know the worst thing that happens, which happens a lot, is when a farm becomes popular, everybody wants to try it out, and they simply fly there, and well, suddenly you have 3 teams farming in the same place, which ruins the entire farm. In this case, having that quest as a barrier to entry makes it way less appealing to a lot of people, and that means that you will have less competition by default, and your group can be left alone farming in this place. Now, for the values that you're getting, infinite power-wise, people have been saying it's up to 500,000 per hour, and I can see, like, for us right now, we are not getting 500,000, not even close. We are getting 254,000 in a pretty good group, by the way, and most of you guys will not even have this powerful people in your group, and we are pulling all locations. We have myself and 2 other people down here, and as you can see in the map in the top right, we have 2 other people on the top platform as well, because you want to have people both on the bottom platform and the top platform to activate the hyperspawn. Now, the train of thought I was going to go for here is that I think you can get more than we are getting. I'm not calling us the ultimate farm group, but what I'm saying here is that you can probably get up to about 400,000 per hour if you have a good group for this farm. And let's just say you have 5 boomkins, because that way you can pull things easily, you can kill things easily. So if you have 5 boomkins, all of which have 100 infinite power or limit unbound, and they can kill things easily and pull things easily, you can probably get a lot of power here. The only problem is that in order to have such an optimized and geared group, you need to actively grief people that have that gear, because when you have 100 limits unbound, you can get about 600,000 infinite power per hour by farming Mythic Plus. So you would farm here for 400,000 instead of 600,000 by simply doing M+ spamming. So yeah, like the people required in order to get this farm to be good, they are better off doing something else. So they are actively griefing themselves by doing this farm. That being said, some people just simply enjoy open world farming, and they are happy to do this farm for lower values than, for example, M+, and I would be one of those guys if this farm was slightly better than it currently is. It also, like, the barrier to entry behind the quest and things, and not being able to party sync when it's cross-faction, does make it slightly less appealing to me personally, but it's a very good farm to know about at least, and it's, once again, the barrier to entry means that you now have one more farm in the open world for infinite power that will be way less contested by the average person in the world. I just wanted to make a video on this, and also to try out the farm, to give you a more realistic expectation for what to expect, instead of the 500,000 per hour clickbait, because it is not 500k, and 99.99% of you guys, if you try the farm, will not get anywhere close to 500k, but a small portion of you, if you have a really optimized group and a geared group, you can get about 400k. But even then, like, it requires so much that I don't think anybody's gonna do it. But for me, once again, in a pretty good group, 250,000 per hour, as you can see below my face camera. It really looks like Blizzard really wants us to go into Mythic Plus in order to farm our power, and they really want to, like, enforce the Mythic Plus gameplay for farming power. I'm really excited to see if Phase 2 ends up being any different, and at this point we're only like 2 days away, or I guess 3, from Phase 2 anyway, so Phase 2 is coming out fast, and let's see if anything is changing for the infinite power in Phase 2. Maybe Nighthold the Raid gives us way more power. Nobody knows until we know. So at this point, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below and let me know how much power you are getting if you're trying it out in the comments. Alternatively, just let me know your thoughts as well in the comments down below. I do stream every single day live on Kick, and I'll be live when this video comes out as well, so come by, say hello, and let me know how dumb I am, how I don't know, just type something in chat, okay? I'm trying to interact as much as I can with you guys, and we're trying to make a good community on Kick, and I just love chatting with you guys. It's easier for me to reply as well than replying in a YouTube comment, for example. So if you have any questions at all about Remix, come by on Kick and ask me. I am more than happy to provide the answers that I can for whatever questions you have. I don't have all the answers, but I will do my best to answer. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and here we go. Like, as you can see here, Phase 2 comes out on October 21st. That is really close. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one, or I'll see you on Kick.